Hey guys. Okay, here's an update from my last video. So there'll be like a part two before I go and do the bigger update. Anyway, all right, here we go. So this is right after the last video, the last 20-minute video. This will be a longer one. A lot happened in 2 days. You can believe it, 3 days. Okay, so let me just read what I got right here, what I written down. Okay, so the Jesus Christ and the priest were moving me from place to place to place in St. Lucian to keep the priestess off me while they do their investigating. And they stuck me in this one place in way east of St. Lucian. And it was an appliance store. And I was sleeping in the back of the appliance store. They have it's a safe house, but it's an appliance store. But in the back is a safe house no one knows about. That's what Christ does for his people. Anyway, they got fucking hundreds of these things all over the place. So I'm sleeping in this appliance store in the back on a mattress and a bed, and it's got a light and a TV and a bathroom and all the good stuff. But the owner hears about me through Christ, I guess. The owner that they're keeping me protected. Now they're keeping me protected from the priestess, and they think my secrets, whatever. To me, they're not secrets. So that happens. I'm sitting there. I wake up. I go to sleep in there, and I wake up. And I'm laying there in the bed, and I'm just listening, and I'm listening to Christ. And Christ comes with the owner of the appliance store. And the owner of the appliance store, I guess he's a Christ or a friend of the Christ, whatever. Yeah, they're friends. Of course, they're friends. Rich. Fuck. Christ comes to me and goes, "Hey, since you can see, like see spiritually, and yeah, they consider people spiritual when you're dead. They do. So, since you can spiritually see things, you're sitting in the oldest part of St. Lucian, and we want to know what's underneath this. Can you see what's underneath this?" And I go, "Okay." So I look around. I'm on the ground. I'm laying there, and I rise up where they are a little bit, because that's how you get a perspective and see on the ground of St. Lucian. And I see an old. I see a foundation, an outline of an old foundation going through this guy's parking lot and his property. You know, his property is a store when he lives. I think he lives there, or no, I don't know. I didn't see that, but it's a store. The foundation from the previous runs right through his store, goes out to the road, crosses the road. He ain't got a big parking lot. Crosses the road and such. I pan back more. It goes into the neighbor's foundation. It's a great big, like a barn foundation or a big store foundation. So I tell him that. I tell him about the foundation, and I draw it on a picture, on a piece of paper, and I give it to him. I say, "This is what I see." And I go, "I'm going to keep looking." So I keep looking, and I find some trash laying around, what looks like metal bars, rusted metal bars, old rusted metal bars, the kind you bend. They're not really, I don't know what the fuck they are. Then I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I see a wheel, what looks like a wagon wheel, but it's broken. The wagon wheel goes like that, but it's broken, and it's laying there, and there's other junk laying all around it, bent parts, bent steel, bent wood, old stuff like that. And I go, "Well, yeah." So I drew the best I could, and I showed them, and I told them right where it was, because I came down and I'm standing on it, but you can't see it. They can't see it, but I can see it. And I go, "There's what looks like a wagon wheel underneath this. That looks like this. And I go, why do you need to know this? Like, what do you mean archaeology? And he's like, well, the archaeologists want to know what you see on this property. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what I see. Nothing else is coming up. And I asked, I go, how St. Lucian has archaeology in it? And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's 114,000 years old. Or was it 14,000 years old, not 100. 14,000 years old. This part of St. Lucian. This is where before even Christ became a thing, a religion. Back in the Roman days, way beyond that, even before that, that's when this St. Lucian in the astral world started. These were the first people. Now they were telling me it was Jewish people that started it or were interested in knowing who lived here way back then. They were funding the archaeology or something. So I don't really know that, but I did hear it. So I don't know which way it went. They were Jewish people that lived in St. Lucian wanted to know who lived here 14,000 years ago. And that's why they're doing the archaeology. Well, the owner of the store is living on top of the property that's 14,000 years old, and he wants to know what's underneath it, and I saw it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So there you go. Before St. Lucian was a big thing, like today, the town, as when it started out, was 14,000 years old. Pretty cool, eh? I thought that was cool. And it just popped out of nowhere. Just whoop. Guy asked me, I said, cool, let's do it. I love that shit. I love finding things. So there was that. Let me just read here. So JC, the teacher, they're watching me sleep and see what happens in my head with her. Like, okay, she puts the loogie in my neck, and she talks to me, and she works me, and plays me, and gives me crazy dreams. So they were both watching that, looking for that, while I was being moved around the town. That night, I got my head bashed in. I woke up in the morning. I had to take my mom shopping. I made a video, and you watched it. Then, well, I don't know if you watched it or not, but I posted it with video of the last video. And I didn't know what happened after that. After that, they gave me a helmet to wear because my brain was exposed. And it still is. It's going to be 2 weeks for my brain to heal before I could take off this fucking helmet. Now, the helmet, it's not like a hockey helmet or a football helmet or anything like that. It's huge. Okay, it comes down and it rests on my shoulders here. It's got a big thing around it. It's got a thing I can see through. It looks like one of them diving helmets when you throw the guy off the boat and he sinks to the bottom and he's breathing through the fucking air, and it's got the big giant air holder in there. Yes, it looks like that one of those. And it's white. It's white, and it's made so it doesn't touch my head. It's round. It's made, and they have pressure points on my neck and everything to keep, and then on my forehead and the back of my head to keep the helmet steady so it don't bounce around hitting my fucking brain, because my brain is exposed. In the spirit world, my brain is exposed. You think I'm fucking nuts because, yeah, you get a brain because it's your soul body, this insane illusion. Okay? You just don't turn into a fucking mist and, all right? Insane illusion, if you want to live in insane illusion, your soul goes there. And you take on the persona of the body you had now. Internal and everything. So my brain's exposed. The problem is with me, I live in the physical. If my brain is hit in the spirit, bam, it gets hit. It breaches here in the physical, and I die. They're trying to avoid that. That's why that guy, he ain't got sentenced yet. The guy that slugged me in the fucking head with a rock 3 times. He ain't gone to prison yet. He's in prison, but he ain't gone there. He ain't sentenced yet. That's coming soon, next Monday or something. He's getting sentenced. I'll tell you about when that happens. So that's what's happening with that. I've been wearing this damn helmet for 2 days. After I made the video, I uploaded it. I took my mom shopping. She had to go to the bank, deposit a check. It was 9 o'clock. We got at the bank. Well, 5 to 9, we got at the bank. The bank supposedly opens at 9. 10 cars are sitting around waiting for the fucking bank to open, standing in front of the door waiting for the bank to open. Oh, being Christmas holidays and all that, no one knows what the hell's going on. So we're sitting there waiting to see if the bank opens up. And this old man, he comes over and he goes, hey, I wrote down, I go, hey, what's up? And he goes, is the bank open? I go, in about 2 minutes, supposedly. We don't know. And he goes, oh, I understand. So he walks over to the door, and me and my mom were talking and everything. Or bitching at each other. So we're hanging out, me and my mom were talking. And 5 minutes, 10 minutes go by. And no, a couple minutes go by, not even 5. The old man, he starts walking back. He's talking to people on heading back to his car. And we're in the parking lot. My car, the front is faced right at the bank. Okay, so I'm facing the bank. On the left of me is a car, and then the old man's car, a little tiny one. On the right is some other lady's car, a van or something. This is 2 hours after I got my head bashed in. You can't believe this shit. This is in reality now. This bank trip is in reality. So me and my mom, we're sitting there talking. I had the window door down, and I'm listening to the riff slightly, just a little bit. It wasn't very loud, and it was Dave and Chuck, the Freak, or Dave and Chuck, the Freak. Yeah, that's what I was listening to. And my mom hates it, so that's why I play it. She likes it. She thinks it's funny. But anyway, I'm sitting there. I'm listening to it. It's 9 o'clock. I just got my head bashed in, so my whole fucking head's tingling. It's got tingles all over it. And Christ is there on the other side. I'm sitting here going, okay, I have to go to the fucking bank, and I have to go to Walmart. So my mom needs a chair. And I'm like, I ain't gonna make it. As soon the old man, he walks behind the car, and I see him heading back there, and I'm just doing my thing. And all of a sudden I hear, oh, like that. Or, oh. And I didn't think any of it. It's just fucking noise. Just like a bird or something. But something wasn't right. we like, mom's like, okay, well, let's go to Walmart, get some food, and get my fucking chair, and we'll come back to the bank. Maybe they open in another hour or something. We'll just check. And I'm like, all right. So I turn the car on, and I'm getting ready to back up, and I have my hand on the reverse thing. I don't know. I'm not a car guy. I don't know. Go reverse. So I put it in reverse. And I'm looking in the mirrors, make sure no one's behind me. I look behind me. Nobody's there. And I'm like, hey, did you hear somebody yell for help? I'm thinking, well, it wasn't actual. I tell my mom, I go, did you hear somebody yell for help? And I'm looking for the old man. Well, he never went. Like, I saw him come behind the car, but he never came out. And then I heard, help. And I'm looking, and there's an old man. His car is sitting behind the white car on the other side of the white car. And I'm like, hold on, I gotta check, Mom. I ain't running over anybody. I'm thinking the old man fell behind the car and he's just screaming for help. That's what I'm thinking. So I put it in park. I go, just wait, let me check. She goes, my mom, she's losing it. What are you talking about? What's going on? What the fuck is it? Just sit there and wait. So I get out of the car, I walk to the back of the car, and I look, and there's nothing there. I'm like, wow, there's nothing there. Also, I look to the right. Just on the other side of the white car at the back, the old man is laying in a pool of blood. He fell. This guy is old. He's got a cane. He's really skinny and he's really old. He's got a cane, and it's wet. It's not icy. It's wet. He fell, smashed his face on the cement, and I'm like, holy shit! I ran over there. I'm like, bud, you're okay. I'm with you. It's gonna be all right. And so I'm making sure I got my phone. I go, so I'm talking to the guy, and he's laying there. His face is planted into the cement. I'm like, dude, let's get you up. And I go, can you move? Are you hurt? What's going on? He goes, oh, I don't think I'm hurt. I just can't get up. I'm too old to get up. So, and I go, you don't hurt anywhere else? And he's going, no, I don't think so. And he was really cool. And I go, all right, bud, this is what we're gonna do. You take my arm, and you try to get up. And that's the way he wanted. He told me. He goes, I'll take your arm and see if I can get up that way. I'm like, okay. So I held my arm out, and he tried to get up as best he could, and he couldn't make it. He kept falling over like twice. And he goes, I can't do it. And I go, yes, you can. And he goes, I just need to sit here and rest. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you got it. And I go, I got your back. Nothing's going to happen. You relax. And I go, nothing's going to happen. Then the guy who owned the white car, he was talking to some other person over there. So he wasn't moving his white car, the white car that the old man's behind. So I'm just sitting there with the old man, and I'm going, hey, do you know you're bleeding? And he goes, I'm bleeding? I'm going, yeah. I go, open your eyes. Look at the pool of blood. I'm like, dude, there's a little pool of blood. So he got up a little bit, and he's like, yep, I'm bleeding. I looked, and he turned his head, and he goes, how bad is it? I looked, and he's got about two, 3 stitches right on his eyebrow here. And so I go, we should get you up, man. I go, it ain't too good laying down here. And I go, so I asked him, he told me, he goes, well, I just lived down the road a couple houses. And he goes, I just came here to see if the bank was open. And he goes, I can make it home. I can walk home. I go, how about you give me the guy's phone, give me your family's phone number, and I'll call them and they can come and get you. And he goes, no. I go, well, what's your family's name? And he's like, I don't know. I go, okay. I don't want to stress the guy out. If you don't know his family, or if he does, or he's not saying, that's cool. He goes, well, that's my car right there. I can drive it home. And I go, I don't think you can drive, dude. If you can't walk, you can't drive. And I go, you can hurt somebody bad, and I can't let that happen. I'm like, this is the way it is. And he goes, yeah, you're right. And I go, he goes, well, I gotta get up, don't I? And I go, yeah, you gotta get up. And I go, if you can. He goes, well, I don't got no broken bones or anything. I just hit my head in the cement. And I'm like, okay. So we tried the arm thing again. He didn't make it. Then I go, I can get you up. He goes, well, I don't want you lifting me up because you'll hurt your back. And I'm like, dude, I can carry you home if I have to. Ain't no problem. And I go, look, I can pick you up under the arms from behind, nice and easy, and I'll lean you up against this car. And he goes, okay. He goes, but my cane holds me steady. And I'm like, I got your cane, don't you worry about it. And so I got behind him. So I go, you ready? And he's like, oh, okay. And so I picked him up, and he couldn't extend his legs. He couldn't extend his legs and put pressure on him to stand up. And I'm like, okay, put your legs down. You're getting heavy. So he put his legs down. I put him up against the car, and I reached down and got the cane. Then blood's running down his face on his suit. And so he's standing there, and he's got the cane. He's leaning against the car, and he almost fell over there. I'm going, dude, you just about fell over. I go, you need help. I'm going to call an ambulance, okay? And he goes, no, you don't have to call an ambulance. You don't have to call the ambulance. And I'm like, dude, I go, they're just going to give you a couple stitches, make sure you're all right, get yourself back together, and you're going to be okay. And he goes, but what about my car? And they take me to the hospital. What about my car? And I go, well, I'll lock it up right now. I'll go lock it up for you. I go, I ain't going to steal shit. And he goes, well, there's nothing in there to steal. I'm like, okay. I go, don't worry about that. I ain't even going to get in the car. I'm just going to lock the fucking door. And he goes, okay. So he gives me his keys, and I walk over, and I lock the car. Both sides. The back didn't have a opener, or whatever. I don't know. So I locked it all. I couldn't open the back. I didn't even know where to fucking try to find out. There was no thing. No door handle for the back of the little car. The back, there's a, it's like a station wagon, but the size of a smaller than a bug. I don't know what the hell the car was called. But anyway, I couldn't find I checked everywhere. I'm like, what opens your back of your car? And he's like, what? And I'm like, oh, forget it. So, and he had nothing in the car. So, if it gets stolen, call insurance. I don't know. I'm worried about him falling over his face again. So my mom gets out of the car. She's stay with him, stay with him. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, dude, okay, listen. I'm standing there. My fucking brain is itching. I'm like, okay. I can't believe this shit. I start calling Jesus. I call Jesus from my heart. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. He comes, sees the old man. There's a conversation going on, but I'm trying to stay focused in fucking reality. Take care of this old guy. Then I get him. So he's standing there. I go, look, I'm going to call the ambulance. He goes, okay, call the ambulance. I go, it's just good. So I don't get in trouble. You don't get in trouble. Let the government get in trouble. And he goes, okay. I go, dude, I carry you home right now, but you don't even remember. And he goes, yeah, you're right. And he's all nervous. He goes, I don't like hospitals. I don't like it. I don't like going there. I go, you don't got to tell me that. I don't have a face mask on, by the way. All right. I don't have a face mask on. Never had the disease. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, I forgot about the face mask. Not like I didn't want to put it on, but I forgot it. Sorry. So the old man had one on. Well, sort of on his chin, covered in blood, but he had one on. Then, so I get on the horn, I call 911. I don't call 911 Chatham, where I live. I call 911 Toronto. So I tell them what happened. They go, okay, blah, 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 blah. And then they go, what town do you live in? I'm like, Chatham? What street and everything? So I tell them the street. I'm like thinking to myself, oh, where am I? I'm in Chatham, 911 Chatham. Well, no, it don't work like that, people. So anyway, I'm fucking calling Montreal, Toronto, fucking New Brunswick, somewhere in Canada. She's piping back to Chatham. Way to go, Trudeau. You're a fucking trooper. You fucking moron. Anyway, I couldn't even believe that. Finally, they sent an ambulance. Took me fucking 5 minutes on the goddamn phone to get through to call 911 to get help. The ambulances are coming. So I'm standing there with the other owner of the car. He comes over and he's like, well, I gotta go. And I'm like, well, guess what? The old man can't move. And he sort of got mad, but then he stopped, right? Like, he wanted to leave. Well, I'm sorry. There's an old man covered in blood. He don't even know his fucking name, and you're gonna move him? I'm like, dude, I called the ambulance. They're on their way. You want to make a fucking? You're gonna go to the war with the wrong fucking guy, right? Don't even fucking do this. So he stopped. He did the fucking right thing, and I'm like, good on you, bro, because you are not gonna win. And this guy was older than me. She was like 60, 50, yeah, 60. This guy was twice as old. And so he's talking to him, found out the old man is 88 years old. The guy bleeding is 88. All of a sudden, the ambulance comes. The ambulance is coming flying down the road, and it flies right on by. Wow, 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 wow. As soon as the ambulance flies by, the old guy, he's like, I hate ambulances. Anyway, with that done, something happened there. He pooped himself. He got so fucked up, he pooped himself. He hated ambulances and hospitals. So anyway, we didn't do nothing. I was still there with him, hanging on to him, making sure he didn't go anywhere. And anything happened. So the ambulance flies by, keeps on going. I don't know where the hell they were going. Then the ambulance disappears. The sound. I told him I was at the fucking bank, the specific bank, in the specific road. It comes back down the road flying. and I'm waving at the fucking ambulance coming down the road. If they slow down, I see the brake lights come on, and I go, okay, the ambulance is here. The ambulance pulls in. Another ambulance comes around the other side of the hospital, and the bigger ambulance is the one we got. It pulls up beside us. 6 paramedics come out. I couldn't believe what I'm seeing. I'm like, can you fit any more people in there? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Heaven forbid you have someone who needs a fucking ride to the hospital. There's 6 of you? Really? 6? That's what I'm thinking. I didn't say shit. Because they're the most arrogant bastards you ever want to meet. Anyway, yeah. Ambulance drivers, paramedics that work in the ambulance. Oh, yeah. You're a piece of shit to them. 3 times in my life, I tried helping people, and they fucking kicked my ass verbally for being even there. Who the fuck you are? You ain't no fucking paramedic. You don't know shit. Stand back. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth out if you don't shut up. Anyway, that's my experiences with these guys. So anyway, they come, they don't even look at me. They go right to the guy and talk to him. And I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah. I'm standing here for a half an hour with this guy, yeah, and he's dizzy. He can't move. He can't drive a car. That's his car. I locked it up. Yeah, and there's 6 of them staring at this guy. They won't even look at me. I'm like, yeah, he can't walk. He's can't remember his fucking name. Yeah, he couldn't remember his name. I forgot to tell you that. He couldn't remember his family's name. He's 88. Yeah, he's 88. But I don't know his name because he can't remember it. Okay, these are clues to his problem. And finally, they look at me, and I go, oh, sorry. Fauci. Sorry, Fauci. Trump's fucking slave bitch. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot all about my fucking mask. Anyway, so I told them what they needed to know, whether they liked it or not. Then I got in my car and left. They put the old man in the ambulance, and they just sat in the parking lot for half an hour. Then they drove away to the ambulance, to the hospital. They didn't even look at the other guy either. They didn't ask him. We gave them the answers, and they didn't even ask us. So there you go. You don't think there's no fucking racism, fucking classism in fucking over this medical shit? When the people are fucking giving you a ride to the hospital are fucking looking at you like you're a fucking maggot, piece of shit, because you forgot your mask while you're trying to save some guy who's laying in the fucking road covered in fucking blood. Just want to throw that in. Fuck me. You people gotta wake the fuck up. I swear to God. Fucking swear to God. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Man, if I would have remembered, I would have got all their names and reported them to Christ. So when they fucking drop dead, he can drop a bomb on them. You come to St. Lucian, do you? You come, you're dead. Oh, you're the great, wonderful fucking survivor, fucking lifesaver and ambulance driver, but you fucking hate everybody who don't wear a mask. Well, guess what? I don't wear a mask. Except when I have to go get food. I don't wear a mask. Other than that, fuck you. Fuck me. Over a person who's hurt and you're worried about a fucking mask. God, you fucking hate me. Oh, I ain't even going there. Anyway, I ain't even going there. I am not. This is not the place for it. It is the place for it, but I'll get banned, so I guess it ain't the place for it. Get my channel taken away. So, I'm still stuck in this goddamn house. That all happened within 2 hours of dropping that video, the last one. I ain't been outside for a week. First time I go outside with my mom, here I am dealing with a guy who got his head, old man, 88 years old, smashed his face in the parking lot because he fell down. And I'm standing there and I just got my head bashed in the spirit world. And I know it did not do, it don't hurt, but I can feel it. And like wearing a fucking big helmet in the spirit world. Unbelievable. I just think I'm like, and Jesus got the whole thing, recorded the whole thing. He's still with the guy in the hospital with his family and everything, so I know that. I got some good brownie points there. I took care of him. The guy said thank you. He said thanks. I want to thank you. Before he left, he's like, thank you, man. Thanks for being there. I'm like, no problem, bro. He's a trooper. The old guy was a trooper, man. He's forgetting everything, but he was. I'm like, you're 88. I'm fucking ready to go now, and I'm 53. You're 88. You deserve a medal. Fucking gold medal. So, I don't know. That's what happened. I got another one today. This is what happened today. It was pretty good yesterday. No, yesterday was, yeah. Today, sorry. This is what happened today in the spirit world. This morning, priestess started squeezing my head. I couldn't find Christ to bring him in to give me the cradle thing, whatever it is. I forgot the name of it. I remembered it right before this video. Fuck, I can't remember. Anyway, I couldn't find him. I did find him eventually. I brought it in, pushed. What she does is, the priestess, and what she was doing was she comes into my neck, she brings up the energy, and she squeezes right back to my subconscious, squeezes it. When that happens and I go to sleep in the afternoon, my subconscious, pops out to her questions, answers, or she manipulates it, or whatever. But she pops out questions in my subconscious. My subconscious is a son of a bitch. He's worse than I am. All right. I'm filtering everything he's saying. Like when I'm filtering it. There's fucking Godzilla in there when he has to be, or he's the sweetest little innocent guy you ever met. But he's Godzilla also. This is my subconscious, and he's the way he speaks. He's growling because he's pissed off. She's working me again. Then I got Christ in there. She backed off. She couldn't do anything, but she's still there. I go to sleep. I wake up in my head, so I lose it. I'm like, and I called for Christ. Christ didn't come. And I'm like, okay. And I felt the inversion. He's doing the inversion thing. So when Christ is investigating, Christ does it. This Christ, he got the evidence he needed to prosecute her. Okay, now he's a good Christ. He's doing his fucking job, but this is the catch in his job, and this is what's been pissing me off for the 10 crazy man and others that I put away. They have to do both of you. They have. Christ has got all the fucking evidence to make her go away, to do what he's got to do to stop this bullshit in my head. I got evidence from the teacher. I got evidence from the priest, the regent priest, and I got evidence from this Christ, not the fake Christ, the spider Christ. That's over. Everything he did to me, negated. All bullshit because he fucking lied, so they can't trust it. So 2 weeks I spent with him going through fucking hell was for nothing. I'm gonna fucking cut his fucking throat when I see him. Anyway, he better be fucking suffering somewhere dark. Anyway, Christ is working her now. He's watching her. He's inside the priestess who's attacking, who's in my throat. Okay, drive me fucking crazy. I can't fucking sleep. He's working her now. He has to work her to get evidence of what she's doing. So everything Christ did to me for 2 weeks, or this good Christ, getting the evidence, moving me all over fucking St. Lucian to keep her away from me. Now he's working her to get the truth on both sides. He got the truth from my perspective, and now he's getting the truth from her perspective. And I get to go insane again. And he's probably going to do it tonight because he's got to do 3 of them. So I had 2 already, and I got to have another one. But I fixed that up, and I ain't going to have it tonight. I don't give a fuck. I ain't suffering, and this is the point. I ain't fucking suffering so Christ can do a fucking evaluation on bitch. Okay? She is. I don't know what the fuck happened to her, why she went all fucking AWOL and crazy to the fucking dark side of fucking tormenting me, her buddy, for no fucking reason. I don't fucking know. I don't understand. I don't even give a fuck. You ain't got the right to fucking take over my fucking body and do what you want. In the fucking story, period. That's how this all began. So she woke up. I'm red. Fucking red. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a gun. I'm walking over there, but this isn't St. Lucian. That's not allowed. I'm gonna fucking shoot her right in the fucking face again. Now, I can shoot her spiritually. I can get a gun and fucking shoot her. Poof. She blow her fucking head clean off. She's still walking around like a normal person, but she got no skin. She just got a clear space. She has no skins. Just blood. It hurts. Everything. Blood. It's ectoplasm, blood shit. Okay, that's what it is in the spirit world. When I shoot a bad guy or somebody is fucking tormenting me, and it's always in self-defense. But in the case of me and her, it's all inside our heads. She's violating my head. Nope. And I fucking shoot her. Because I went through every fucking step before I picked up the gun to tell her, no, you're not fucking me in my mind anymore. You're not opening portholes in my head. That's bad. I'm going to shoot you. And I told her 3 days in a fucking row. This is the last fucking warning. Number 3. I'm going to shoot you. And my wife and kids were there and other people. I'm gonna blow your fucking head off if I wake up. If I wake up and you're there, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. So you better do every goddamn thing you can to make sure you're gone in the morning. She didn't. I did. Blew her fucking head off. Everything I could. That was a month ago. And now I quit. I haven't done anything to her. The whole time this good Jesus was with me, I haven't done a damn thing. I wanted him to see everything and report it and make myself a case. And he saw it. And now he's working her. So she comes in my head for a day, today and last night. And she hasn't stopped, period. It hasn't stopped at all. Christ said she was going to move, but then I got my head bashed in, so she's going to move 2 days from now. No. I got my head bashed in. She was going to move on the day. She was moving on the day I got my head bashed in. Well, when I got my head bashed in, the whole fucking world collapsed. And everybody I know was checking me out. Even people I didn't even know I knew were coming. Grandma. Everybody. There's another little tidbit I just want to tell you. This is pretty cool. I'm sitting in my room, right here, watching a hockey game last night with my head fucking helmet on. All of a sudden I felt somebody come walking in this door, right over here, walking in the apartment. They come walking in the apartment, and they came right up to me. And my soul said, "Looky man, looky," or not looky man. He said, what the fuck? Looky Lou. Next thing I know, well, I'm just here to see if Rich is okay. I heard that Rich got his head bashed in, and I was making sure he's okay. And blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. So I'm listening. Turns out My kids are talking to him. Christ is talking to him in St. Lucian, but he's standing here in the not the physical, but he's a ghost in the physical. So he's in two places basically at once. He leaves this room and goes and talks in St. Lucian to my family in Christ. I find out later, after they're done talking to him, I'm watching Montreal play with a retarded Florida fucking hockey team. What are they called? I don't know. I can't remember. Too mad. I don't even like Montreal, but I'm rooting for them because Toronto ain't playing because of the COVID bullshit fucking psyop. So they're talking to him. They come and tell me, yeah, one of your friends on YouTube said a prayer for you because you got your head bashed in. Well, the prayer was heard, and they sent their Christ over to check you out, make sure you're okay. Thanks, guys. Whoever you were, you don't have to say nothing. Right on. So the guy that came in, the looky-loo that came into this apartment was someone one of you guys sent over. Because you guys are the only place my mom doesn't know I got my head bashed in. She don't know any of this shit. So somebody sent over their Christ to make sure I was okay. Bless you for that. So the guy was cool. Had a big conversation. It was over. Yeah. They did. I didn't. I was just listening to it. So that's what goes on. That's what happened last night. Where was I going with this? Oh, okay. Priestess and I thought that was cool. Yeah, so anyway, Christ is working her now. So I told Christ, no, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I ain't being a victim again. So you can have a happy day. So you can do your investigation. I'm not being a part of it. Fuck you. So I'm thinking about shooting her, what I can do to stop her. And I got up and went and had a piss. I'm doing the dishes, and I'm thinking, what can I do? Also, I laid down. I didn't know what I was going to do. I laid down again, meditated, and I'm laying there and just thinking. And all of a sudden, my inner light starts glowing, and all of a sudden, I'm pounding a drum. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm a native guy pounding the drum. Didn't even fucking think anything like this, but here I am doing it. And my inner light's going. So I'm pounding the drum. All of a sudden, I take a knife out. No, hold on. I had a shell, and I had sage. So I threw a bunch of. So now I become this native guy, and I'm pounding the drum, and I throw sage on coals in this shell. Sage is coming up, and it goes right to the priestess. Sage smoke, and it's going right towards her. And all of a sudden, I reach out and I grab her hair, and I rip it off, and I put it in there. I put it in the sage. And then I reach out, I take my knife, a Daniel Boone knife. It has a deer antler on it, so I know it's mine, Daniel Boone. And I cut my chest. Blood's leaking out. the ectoplasm shit. So I take it, and I put it on. I take the bowl, and I scoop up all the blood and put it in there, and the smoke is still going. Now her hair, my blood, and sage is smoking, and I got my eagle feather, and I'm smudging my head with this smoke, and the smoke also is going right to her, over top of her, and all of a sudden I'm hitting this drum again, right? Then I shouldn't be telling you this. This is like medicine man shit. I shouldn't be telling you. Now this is an astral world, okay? This is my soul doing this, and this shit can kill people. Fucking skinwalkers. You make them and shit. I shouldn't be telling you. So anyway, I do that. There's more to the ritual that I learned. I don't need no other medicine man come saying you fucking gave up the secrets on YouTube. I don't need to do that shit. All it was, I can say is this: it went on for more. There's more than that. It has to do with the north, south, east, west, the earth. You have to give all this stuff and your intent behind it. My intent was, you're going to learn what you did to me. I'm putting it on you. Now you get to go through what I went through, and you're gonna, or you're gonna leave and never fucking come back until you're healed. Basically, it was normal. It was normal. You fucking think you can sit your ass on your side of St. Lucian and do whatever the fuck you want to me? Well, nope. Break out the fucking sage and the drum. That's what I did. Now, I've done it before. I put everything the girl did to me, the teacher was doing to me, it was another girl. She went fucking obsessed. Whatever she did to me, I took all that fucking distortion, all that fucking anger and rage, and all that confusion and everything she did to me with her little fucking bullshit. I took it all, did my ceremony, put it on her. She went fucking nuts. 3 days later, Christ came and said, you gotta stop her. She's going crazy. She don't even know who she is anymore. I'm like, oh, well, it'll be over when it's over. When she processes her shit. You just can't go around doing things to fucking people, doing whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. So I sped up the process. Basically, I'm cleaning the fucking karma. Or whatever the fuck it is. So, that I did. I get done that. Then, all of a sudden I feel I'm smudging myself again with sage. I'm smudging myself in the spirit world with sage, and it's not blowing to her. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is the important part. I fucking missed it when I said. As I'm smudging away, and the smoke is going to her. And I grab her hair and put it in the thing. I cut my chest. So I got blood running down. I can hear the kids going, oh my God! He's cut himself. Kids are freaking out. Tina's freaking out. Grace is coming. I'm pounding a fucking drum. Eagle feathers all over the place. Fucking blood. Fucking smoke coming up. I'm like, yeah, we're getting down. We're fucking hammer time, bitch. So I'm like, and she knows, I guess, I don't know, from her reaction. Suddenly, as I'm hitting the fucking drum, and there's blood coming down my chest, and the smoke's going right at her, and the smoke's hitting her way the fuck over there. She freaked out. She fucking knew. She fucking knew what was coming. And I didn't even tell her. I said, it'll all be over in 2 months. So, have a good time. She packed up her shit, and she goes, I'm leaving now. She was supposed to leave yesterday. She goes, I'm leaving right now. To Christ or her fucking people over there. The ones that hammered me in the head. Nice people. So apparently she ran to fucking Portugal where she wanted to go. Actually, it's Portugal, but whatever city it's called is a weird city. I can't even give you the name. I forgot it. Started with an A. That's all I know. Anyway, she packed her shit and ran out that fucking door. Then, as I'm doing that, as she's at the fucking front on the street, she's on the street, she's walking down the street with her bags. I can see it. All of a sudden, I'm looking at her, and I'm pounding the drum, I'm looking at her, and all of a sudden this wind goes right past me and goes right at her. And the wind and dust and dirt is blowing her down the fucking road. She's like, stumbling down the road. And I'm like, and other people are being affected by it. But the wind force is being blown on her. And I'm like, what the hell's going on with this? I never heard of this up. And the wind is blowing her away from me. And I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even do it. I didn't order it up. So there was something going on else that was working with me. Or something my soul did ordering that up. This fucking wind is blowing her down the road. And that was a warning, or basically the whirlwind of what she was doing to me the whole time. And part of the ritual that I was, the native ritual I was doing, because I was a native in my past life, 3 past lives, four Native American lives. So I know I fucking learned something. Okay, so then it's all good. Then after all that, I was smudging myself, and all of a sudden this black come up in my chest, right up into my throat, and it was stuck there. So I smudged it, kept smudging it, and I started heaving in the spirit world, and there's fucking black shit going like tar, fucking water tar. I puked it up, and it's sitting there, and I'm like, don't. I told the kids, don't touch that. Do not touch that stuff. That's some bad shit. Don't fucking touch it. So what I did was I grabbed a shovel, and just as I grabbed the shovel, I start rising up. Whoop, I'm rising up, and I'm like, and finally I get to Super Christ. I only seen him like 4 or 5 times, and through the 12 years. So here I am with Super Christ, and he's like, he starts riddling all this stuff off to me. He's like, this is what I remember. So I wrote it down. This is what I remember. There's other stuff he said I couldn't remember. He said to me, he said, Richard, I'm like, yeah, what? And he goes, your karma is now rebalanced. Your karma is now rebalanced, meaning me, with everything. Your karma is rebalanced now with everything. And he goes, all your secrets are revealed. He says, you're clean. And he goes, use your seeds wisely. And he goes, now from now on, use your seeds wisely. And the rest I don't remember. And when he took me out. It was weird, man. I had no fucking control of myself. He just pulled me up. Just like I pull people. He pulled me up. Took me out of everything. I couldn't hear nothing but him. This guy lives in the light, man. He's a light bearer, man. Fucking force of fucking nature. Could not believe it. He's talking to me, and I can't hear nothing. I can't see the kids. I can't hear St. Lucian. Can't hear Priestess. Can't hear my subconscious. And I see him. I see him, and he's talking to me. But he's huge. He's like King Kong. But I know that's just a trick. Okay. He's just doing that. Not as an intimidation tactic, but naturally that's the way he is. He's big. He's huge. Okay. By the way, I gotta tell you my seeds. I did this. So he tells me all this, and he's still talking to me. He's saying, use your seeds wisely, which I never told you yet. I'm gonna. Maybe I did. I can't remember. And he puts me down. No one knows I even talked to him except the Christ that was working with me, which started all this shit. Which this Christ is a good Christ, but I didn't want to be a victim again. So whatever I did with the native ritual, I set the balance. I set the karma. I got rid of her, I hope. And the balance has been set between me and Priestess. You go your way, I'll go mine. Peace. We'll meet again, see where we each stand when I'm fucking dead. Until then, we're all good. And the hockey game's on 7. So, in Toronto, so I ain't worried about it. When I got my seeds back, Christmas. There were 14 they stole. I had 2 for 2 weeks or less, or till Christmas. 2 weeks before Christmas, they took my seeds. I knew it, and I had a big fucking seed war. They gave me my seeds back Christmas Day. They gave me. Now I thought I had 16 because I saw the lady come down and give them to me, but I wasn't sure. Turns out I did have 16, but I knew I had 14. But the lady, she came down and gave me two more. 16. When they gave them back to me, they gave me six. They gave me -2. So yeah, 14. They gave me 14 seeds because I had two in me already. They took. I thought they took 12. Yeah, they did. 12, then it was 14 they took. They gave them back 16. I got 16 seeds, which I didn't fucking know. I didn't. I knew I had 14, not 16. Anyway, which is awesome. And he said something about the seeds. Use your seeds wisely, and you'll get more if you use them wisely, or you get more seeds. He goes, you're balanced, you're cool in St. Lucian, everything's beautiful. And I'm like, okay, I'll do the best I can, bro. You know, that's why I said, I'll do the best I can. This is ego shit. I'm ego shit in the spirit world. It's hard, man. It's not easy. And I don't want to fucking die screwing around. So every fucking move I make in the spirit world is gonna be tic tac fucking good. The right thing to do. Especially most of it in defense. Where do you draw the line, man? It's hard to draw a fucking fine line between being attacked and self-defense. Christ, I'm like, how the fuck do you defend yourself, Christ? I mean, you just. And another thing, after they put me back down, Tina and Christ, they didn't even know I left. Or I guess they ain't saying nothing about it. They go to me. Christ cannot. So I think they know, but they're acting like they don't. They go, you can be a Christ again, Rich. They go, Jesus Christ will give you special Christ privileges to get you to be a Christ again. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I go, you know what? It sounds fucking like paradise, but I have to think about it. I really have to think about it. That means I can't abuse. And I go, everything. I go, when I was Jesus Christ, I had Jesus Christ abusing me. I defended myself. And I lost my Christness. What does that fucking mean? What does that even mean? How am I supposed to, in my fucking ego, get around that? So I just stand there and someone beats me in the fucking head with a baseball bat forever until they fucking want to quit. And then Jesus comes along and goes, oh, goddamn, that's a bad guy. Take him away now. Oh, great. Well, I'm going to go die in my fucking shithole apartment in fucking Chatham. Have a nice day, Christ. Yeah, right on. Thought you were supposed to be protecting me from this shit. You see, that's the fucking glitch, man. That's the fine line shit. I don't know it physically. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life reading the fucking Bible and the in-betweens of St. Lucian's Christ. When I die, I go up to fucking 16 anyway. And I can go higher. Talk to the fucking aliens. I'm laying in bed, and my innocence is going, Rich is thinking of suicide. Rich is thinking of this. Rich is thinking of that. I'm thinking, dude, shut up with the suicide shit. I ain't killing myself. I go, look, I'm talking to my innocence. I go, I can go live with the fucking aliens. I can put me and you in the fucking ET culture. I can put me and you in a fucking Sasquatch culture and say goodbye to all this bullshit. Bye to everyone. Bye to Christ. Bye to the whole fucking earth. All the problems of the fucking planet. All the bullshit. Earth is a pile of fucking human bullshit run by fucking ankle biters. Why in the fuck do I want to stay here? Come on. Really? I have to sift through the bullshit all fucking day and fight the fucking priestess, my buddy. How fucking much sicker can that be? I ain't leaving, don't worry. I was just thinking about it. I can go live with the fucking, my soul can go live in the ET culture. They set me all up. When I die, physically, I go to them and learn their shit. But at least I have a fucking choice and I don't have to pay for food and fucking water and fucking place to live. And I can get a fucking job without getting paid on a fucking spacecraft, and I do it for free because I love it. Whole fucking system spent on what do you want to do with your life? You can do it. Learn this and let's go. Hey, everything else is free. Not on this fucking planet. And that's the fucking problem. What do the scientists say, Carl Sagan? We're a class 0 civilization. Class 0 civilization. Moving on to class 1. Moving on. The ETs are class 3, moving on to level 4. Have a good day, guys. That's my experiences. I still got to do the whole update video from fucking. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. I don't know. Talk to you later. This is long enough. Bye. Stop recording, Rich. God damn.